Good evening. Welcome to the Dallas Center Grimes High School Commencement Ceremony for the class of 2025. My name is Travis Donahue. At this time, I would ask that the DCG singers and senior choir members to come forward and please rise while our choir sings the national anthem. Thank you to the choir members, seniors, you may be seated. We'll figure it out. All right. Okay, seniors, we made it. Take a deep breath. All right. This is one of the few events that only gets to happen once in your life. So just relax and enjoy. I don't know if that's as much for you as it is for me, but we're just going to say it. All right. Tonight we get to celebrate 257 students who have made it to this night. Families and friends are here to celebrate this accomplishment with all of us. As these graduates and family prepare for this night, I would like to honor one family that is here, but their graduate is not. Anna Hearing would have graduated tonight with this class, but there were other plans for Anna. Anna was diagnosed with brain tumors in 2020, and during her 9th grade year, she lost her hard-fought battle to these tumors. Tonight, Anna's family is in attendance, and we would like to honor Anna tonight by having flowers for her to represent where she would have sat, because we know that she would have enjoyed this celebration with her class. At this time, I would like to take a moment of silence to remember Anna Hearing and her impact on this class. Family and friends, as you have noticed when the graduates entered the gym, each student was carrying a rose. This rose is to be given to an individual who has been instrumental in getting them to this point in their life. This has been a tradition at DCG for as long as I have been here. At this time, we ask all the seniors to please go present your rose to the person who has had the greatest impact on you.
Seniors, as the song states, I hope that you know I never would have made it this far on my own.
As that statement is true for all of us. So I would like to take a moment to thank and recognize all the families in attendance, as well as those who are live streaming with us. Seniors, these people have helped you on your journey and will continue to help you on your life. Let's give a round of applause to all of the family members. I would also like to thank one more group of people who have supported this graduating class of 2025. All of the DCG Community School District staff members who have supported this class and all DCG students. Thank you for what you do to help prepare students to reach this milestone in life and prepare them for what comes next. If you are a DCG School District staff member, would you please rise? As our high school concert band gets prepared, I would like to take a moment to thank City State Bank for the many diplomas that were provided as a gift for each of our graduates. I would also like to thank all the members of the high school custodial staff and maintenance crew for getting the stage set up, the gym ready, and everything ready for tonight's event. The Dallas Center Grimes High School Concert Band will now play Anna's Gift by Andrew Bosson Jr. Thank you, Mr. Geringer, Miss Ide, and the DCG Concert Band. As our senior band members make their way back to their seats, I would like to introduce our student speakers for this evening's commencement exercise. It is my pleasure to introduce Alexa Farrell and Lily Holcomb to the stage.
Hello, class of 2025. Tonight is the end of a long road for all of us. Like our senior night, it's another last for us. Last homecoming, last basketball game, last musical, last time we are all together. As the class of 2025, we were the last for many things. As many of our teachers like to point out, we were the last class to learn cursive writing. We were the last 8th grade class to attend Meadows. We were the last class to read classics like To Kill a Mockingbird. And we were the last class to hear of Taylor Swift when she was still a country singer. 13 years ago, we walked into kindergarten and were consumed with fidget spinners, scrunchies, and Nike headbands. Every Halloween, we enjoyed a haunted house in the elementary gym before heading to nap time that we all took for granted. Remember our field trips to tag monarch butterflies or the apple orchard? How about the Kate Shelley Bridge? In elementary, we loved the school bus. By the time we got to the big world of middle school, we did not love the school bus. It took at least 45 minutes to get from Dallas Center to Grimes every single day. Apart from the year-long bus rides, middle school was memorable for other reasons because they always told us to dream big. Whether they said this at assemblies, in the announcements, or just had it painted on the wall in the cafeteria, it was everywhere. Every single day we were told, dream big. But the funny thing about seeing that phrase every day is that it stays with you. In the end, we, the class of 2025, did dream big, and it started when we entered the doors of the high school and heard Principal Bloom's voice saying, "Mornin', family." In high school, we started focusing on our own individual talents, whether that was athletics, music, the play, academics, or even how to order a drink at Hyper or Starbucks. We learned new skills like teamwork, problem solving, and some that we might still be working on, like our time management skills. The saying, "you only have 24 hours in a day," became especially true when we had to find time to squeeze in school, practice, work, chores, bonfires with our friends, homework, sleep, and a second to breathe and enjoy the good old days while they were still happening. To make all of this and so much more possible, we learned that we all need a good support system. Look around you now at the parents, the grandparents, the friends who became family, all of the people who came out to see you today. They're the ones who made sure we were able to make it here tonight. However, for some of us, our support systems are not here tonight. We've lost friends, parents, classmates, people who meant the most. Please join me in a moment of silence for those who weren't able to be here today. As we go off into the world, into our own crazy lives, we take the best part of them with us and we flourish with it. Today, that feels especially true. Our field trips have already become distant memories and will only continue to fade. If you take a second and take a look to your right and then to your left, you'll see that our time together is slowly ending. As our motto states, you're gonna go far. And we will. The class of 2025 is on our way to fulfilling our big dreams. As we wave goodbye to our childhoods today, just remember, every so often, don't forget to turn around to see just how far you've come. Thank you.
Class of 2025, we are the next generation, and we get to be the makers of it and the changers of it. The world that we are now a part of is completely different than it has ever looked before. Technology continues to advance, and the workplaces we will eventually go into continue to evolve. Most of our grandparents attended the same job throughout their entire lives, but it is highly likely that most of us will attend the same job will attend many different jobs throughout our lives, as the world is constantly changing and moving forward. But as the world changes around us, don't forget we get to be a part of changing the world. There's adventure on the path ahead, but we get to be a part of it. We are gonna go far, so do dream big and work to impact something or someone greater than yourself. We were created for such a time as this. Live fully. Don't just let life pass you by. Don't just watch. Keep doing. Be active in your own life because we all have big things ahead. Right now, sitting before me in red gowns are future business leaders, future educators, future police officers, future scientists who will cure diseases, men and women who will dedicate their lives to serving our country, creative artists who will have their names in the covers of books, on the corners of artwork, or in the credits of films, Olympic athletes, entrepreneurs, maybe even the next president of the United States. All in all, there's a purpose built inside each of us. And though it will take hard work to reach, it will be worth it. We are the movers and the shakers of our future. Tonight is a fresh start, and we get to decide the road we travel. Tonight is a good reason to celebrate. It's our night, and the future's looking bright. There are so many moments that lie ahead of all of us, but we need to remember that success is not always about only the big moments, but also more so the little moments day to day. As soon as we leave this place tonight, the snapshots of our new lives will begin. So choose to make them count. Laugh a little louder, love a little deeper, and chase your dreams as hard as you can. The things that matter most, the things that matter most are how fully you choose to live and what you choose to do with your one life. Tonight, Lily and I are going to capture the first moment of our future. And how do people capture moments in today's new age? Take a selfie. Class of 2025, please smile and strike a pose for Lily's video. Class of 2025, we get to be the changers and the creators. We're gonna go far. Let's dream big, work hard, and capture all the little moments along the way. We really are all in this together. Congratulations. Thank you.
How about another round of applause for Alexa and Lily? I would like to invite our choir students to come forward. As our DCG singers and senior choir get prepared, I would like to take a moment to thank Miss Shauna Perch. Shauna has done a lot of work to ensure that this class has had everything they need for tonight's event, making sure they ordered their robe, they have their cap, they have all the things that they need. Shauna, thank you for what you do every day for our students in the school. I, along with all the students and staff, appreciate your work very much. Thank you, Shauna. Now let's enjoy the DCG singers and our senior choir as they sing The Road Home. Thank you to Mr. Mullis, Ms. Castle, DCG singers, and our senior choir for their performances tonight. I would like to take a moment to explain the different awards and honors indicated in the program by the special symbols. The Silver Cord is a distinguished award for high school students who have volunteered their time to better the community. Our Silver Cord Award winners for the class of 2025 have each served at least 120 hours of volunteer work during their high school career. The National Honor Society students wear the gold cord with a blue and white stole. These students demonstrate the 4 pillars of NHS: leadership, scholarship, character, and service. Students kept a GPA of 3.6 or higher, completed service hours, and participated in many service projects. The Student Council Red, Black, Gray Cord recognizes the efforts, volunteerism, and impact of high school students who have exemplified Student Council's mission to unite and unify create a positive community. A Seal of Biliteracy is an award to recognize students who have attained proficiency in 2 or more languages, including English, by high school graduation. Rho Kappa is the blue and white cord. It is the only nationally honored society of high school social studies students. This designation honors outstanding social studies students and encourages an interest in understanding and appreciation for social studies. The Honors Diploma. The purpose of the Honors Diploma is to incentivize students to complete their high school career with academic rigor and a well-rounded educational experience. The Honors Diploma requires a 3.5 GPA and 54 total credits, including 8 credits in English, 8 credits in science, 8 credits in math, 14 credits of a specific combination of social studies and foreign language, and at least 1 fine arts credit. Individual students will have this designation on their diploma if they have met the requirements. We have 2 designations for achieving a specific grade point average throughout 4 years of their high school career. The high honors are awarded to students who have achieved a 3.9 to a 3.99 GPA. These students are wearing white cords. Will these students please stand and be recognized? The highest honors is reserved for students who have maintained above a 4.0 weighted GPA. These students are wearing red and white cords. Will these students please stand and be recognized? At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Bloom.
Would the Dallas Center Grimes class of 2025 please stand? As superintendent of Dallas Center Grimes Community Schools, I acknowledge and certify that these members of the class of 2025 have fulfilled the requirements for high school graduation as prescribed by the Iowa Department of Education and the Dallas Center Grimes Board of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. President, I present the graduating class of 2025. You may be seated.
All right, I would like to invite Ms. Fred and Ms. Soner to come read the graduates' names as they receive their diploma. I would ask all of our guests in attendance this evening to please be respectful of our students and their families, as each student and family deserves to hear their names read aloud. Will the first row please rise?
Cameron Daniel Allen. Amasa James Altman. Elias Allen Arbuckle. Maxwell John Oswagan. Anna Colleen Bonson. Sophia Elizabeth Bauman. Hallie Jolie Baudet. Aiden Cooper Beck. Emma Joyce Benkendorf. Elizabeth Lynn Behrens. Connor Joseph Besh. Nevin James Bissell. Estella Marie Bach. Grant Isaac Bowl. Claire Isabel Boré. Helena Mary Boré. Josephine Marie Altringer Bond. Joanna Starr Boniface. Reed Corinne Louise Borland. Tate J. Brendelin. Kaylee Jade Brobst Hike. Cadence Michelle Brown. Zachary William Bruck. Aiden Thomas Bryan. Grace Ann Beathy. Anthony Bowie. Sean Michael Burrell Good. Kate Olivia Busby. Landon Christopher Buster. Sierra Elizabeth Callahan. Devin Lynn Carlisle. Malia Jean Carlson. Ellie Joelle Carlton. Olivia Ann Karen. Colby Landon Carpenter. Kyle Allen Kaysen. Teresa Halopokova. I practiced that one, I swear. Spencer John Chambers. Alexandria Kate Chittenden. Ella Amelia Christensen. Kyle William Klein. Devin Gage Cochran. McKenna Ann Collum. Nicholas Harry Condalian. Corey James Cox. Josiah Dale Cox. Caleb Chrisman Cully. Isaac Cade Cutright. Taylor Grace Dameron. Cole Matthew Katsilibus Davis. Finn Matthew DeDonker. Caleb Ryan Derry. Tarek Diversovic. Nathaniel Marshall Dickerson. Elizabeth Grace Dittmer. Evan Paul Dittmer. Vanessa Elizabeth Donahue. Noah Lester Duchuk. Mateo Luca Jolota. Caroline K. Edson. Grace Danielle Edson. Marley Ryan Eichelberg. Cheyenne Olivia Eitman. Aiden John Ernstberger. Abigail Elizabeth Esser. Nicholas James Esser. Emma Riley Evans. Pluto Grace Evans. Dylan Michael Everett. Alexa Faye Farrell. Mina Simone Fell. Luke Alexander Farah. Tyler Cole Fitch. Macy Ann Fitzgerald. Clayton Dwayne Fleming. Dylan Alfonso Flores Jimenez. Jackson Matthew Foy. Ariana Elizabeth Freitas. Carly Faith Friesen. Jace Kent Frisk. Aiden Bradley Fuller. Zoe Violet Guard. Natalie LaRae Garland. Tavon Cody Michael Garner. Alexa Rose Gill. Miranda Patsy Ginn. Landry Anna Glasgow. Eileen Nicole Chapman Glass. Tayton Allen Gray. Tate Edward Greathouse. Jordan Ann Green. Alexis Paige Gronenboom. Ayla Haidarovich. Kenneth Tyler Hansen. Samuel James Harbaugh. Karsten David Friend. Kenny Harmon Jr. Lincoln Grant Harris. Terrence Dominique Hart. Dawson Earl Hartman. Nicholas Lee Hawbaker. Dawson Bo Heath. Grace Lynn Heeman. Jada Ray Hennessy. Isaac Dean Hokeson. Alexandra Jules Hoffbauer. Liliana Elaine Holcomb. Miles Douglas Hoover. Jacob Thomas Hope. Alan Joseph Hinker. Tyler James Holtman. Colin Benjamin Huynh. Carson John Eibeling. Alec James Eisenhart. Jack David Iverson. Deja Hope Jackson. Caden Ross James. Kaylee Aaron James.
Fuxatorn John Joran. Mark Thomas Jarwitt. Modi Dajir Jebus. Clark Kenneth Johnston. Joseph Freshour Johnston. Cassandra Annabelle Jones. Jordan Allen Kalk. Isak Kekich. Trevon Daniel King. Morgan Josephine Klein. Sophie Elizabeth Kramer. Kai Curtis Langenfeld. Ryan Andrew LaPont. Maxwell Cole Lehman. Hannah Tonga Liu. Benjamin Daniel Maggard. Alyssa Charmaine Mathis. Caden Dax Mayfield. Jack Taylor McCauley. Anna Marie McKernan. Evelyn Jean Mead. Jaden Antonio Mendiaz. Ashlyn Marie Minot. Emily Kate Myers. Jordan Elizabeth Myers. Gabriel Joseph Millard. Caden Jean Miller. Sydney J. Miller. Noah Christopher Moberg. Samuel Vance Mora. Jenna Kaylin Morrison. Landon David Morton. Vaughn James Notterman. Cale Jeffrey Nelmark. Abigail Renee Nelson. Sophia Marie Newell. Quentin Jack Oberender. Aiden James Ohl. Kedivan Polavandishvili. Bradley Edward Palmer. Vivian Grace Patch-Quates. Nina Pavlichich. Jewel Ann Perkins. Tate Christopher Perrin. Ryan Charles Perch. Ethan Alexander Pester. Charlie May Peterson. Jensen Otto Petrock. Caden Cooper Ramsey. McGill William Ranfeld. Gretchen Ella Rattery. Mara Elise Redenius. Nicholas Michael Reha. Max David Ringenberg. Hannah Faith Roach. Madison Diane Roberts. Peyton Anne Marie Roberts. Peyton Rohde. Jason Anthony Rowland. Landon Thomas Russell. Drake Dennis Riznicki. Peyton Eli Salzman. Isaiah Santana Guzman. Manuel Antonio Sarceno Oriana. Rayleigh Day Scales. Isabel K. Shaw. Ian August Schlock. Madeline Christine Schmitz. Patrick Roman Schmitz. Carter Anthony Schwantes. Delaney Dawn Schwartz. Braden S. Shavink. Jackson J. Seidel. Andrew Allen Senny. Charles Richard Schaefer. Jonathan Michael Shear. Avery Michelle Short. Trifina Sia. Madison May Sick. Arwen Grace Silver. Hayden Mackenzie Smith. Adelie Ruth Snowberger. Quamina Rihanna So. Drew Michael Sonberg. Kylie Reese Sonberg. Kaylee Joe Springer. Eric Preston Stanley. Cash Daniel Stevens. Madison Kaylee Stevens. Adeline Erica Stein. Caden Thomas Stockman. Dylan Matthew Stoll. Joel Daniel Story. Carly Marie Strang. Jackson Richard Studer. Finn Coley Somerton. Isolde Eugenia Lee Swigert. Lucas Ryan Tigges. Zoe Raya Towell. Tristan Carl Townsend. Dehanna Tway. Stevinsky Valios. Alyssa Marie Vandermolen. Ava Marie Van Scoy. Madison Marie Walker. Rose Catherine Walsh. Ella Janae Ward. Madigan Elizabeth Ann Wagner. Shaylin Joy Welly. Tristan Edwin Wesolowski. Miranda Marie West. Kai Robert Wilkins. Simon Williamson. Neela Sky Williamson. L. Hadley Wood. Mesa Lily Worley. Adeline Danielle Wirtz. Charlotte Grace York. Braden Matthew Zock. Kimberly Jang.
Would the class of 2025 please stand? Class of 2025, at this time, please turn your tassels from the right side to the left side of your cap. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, the graduating class of 2025. Tell them to sit down. Sit down. All right, find your hats and then take a seat. All right, family. This is the portion of the show where Bloom goes off script. I'm going to make one guy really nervous. Mr. Donahue, up here, please. So short and sweet, because he loves this stuff. 19 years ago, a little guy from Waukon got his first job at Dallas Center Grimes High School, teaching industrial technology, right? Having a huge impact, building homes, right? Setting the future for a lot of kids at DCG. Then he became the at-risk coordinator, followed by the dean of students, assistant principal, and now for the past 2 years, he's run this much better than the dude before as the high school principal. Okay. One of the best decisions that I think I've made over the last couple years is also one of the saddest ones and hardest ones. I'm super pumped for Don to take the next step in his professional career. Going to be a big part of our operations department. And what makes me happy and smile is to know that his leadership and his skill set is going to transform everyone in our district. Every building, every kid, every staff member is going to get the heart and soul of Travis Donahue. The bummer is, after 19 years and leaving his stamp on thousands, literally thousands of students, it's going to take him away from this building, and I know what it means to him. So without further ado, we're proud of each and every one of you, but if we can take a brief moment and stand and clap for the one and only Travis Donahue.
Sit down. It's about enough of that. I want to say thank you, but I don't really want to say thank you. All right, this event is a very large production, from the chairs to the live streaming to the video board to all the things that happen in between. So I just want to take a moment to thank every person who had a part in tonight's ceremony, getting it ready, and making it such a special night for these graduates. Thank you to everybody. To the class of 2025, you did it. You are now officially high school graduates. Thank you for making all the staff at DCG High School proud of the fantastic young people you have become. As this chapter ends, please slow down your life and enjoy this time with friends and family. This is a special time in your life, and too often people forget to slow down and enjoy it. Graduates, please continue to push your learning, continue to give and earn the respect of the people around you, own your responsibilities as they come to you, understand what is expected of you in your life, and no matter what it is, do your job well. Everyone in this room tonight is proud of you. Go and make the rest of the world just as proud. Thank you to all for coming. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy your holiday weekend.